You guys might need assistance, maybe get people to the hospital.
All we heard was an engine spiraling out and then a big boom.
Jim and Nancy's house is really messed up. Out of the way! Get out of the way! There's a house totally on fire down there. There's a...
It doesn't seem like this is real life.
Come over here, come over here.
I feel like this is...
Hey. Yeah, it was a tiny plane. It was like a...
Yeah, well, I mean, the
you know Grandpa's plane?
Yeah.
It's probably way smaller than that.
I mean, I've seen the, when we're in the jacuzzi, I've seen those planes fly over the house and stuff.
Yeah, something bad must happen. Either the dude flying it must have hurt, or something was wrong with the engine. Where's Dad and Mom? Where's Dad and Mom? There's not enough firemen. There we go. Another truck just showed up. That car just destroyed. It wouldn't do anything. It would stop fire from spreading to other houses. Unbelievable. Look, news chopper's already here. My name's Ryan Bauman. Follow me on Instagram, Ryan_Bauman9. I'll have the video on there if you want to see more.
I want them to be okay.
either they got out right away and they're somewhere within here, or either no one was home, which could have been, or they were home. I can feel the heat from here. Yeah, the house looks like it's about to collapse. Where's Dad? Where's Dad? We got a book. Look for him. Here. Can you guys tell me if it's like thanks. Come on, guys, let's go. Again, it 100% was a plane. Next door neighbors are trembling. Get stuff out of their house.
The whole house shook. When I came outside the door, my neighbor said, watch out, there's still stuff coming from the sky. But I had not put two and two together that it could have been an airplane.
I have a single-family residence fully involved at this time with reports 4 people missing. We'll go ahead and establish Canyon Command.
This crash up near our house.
I'm not even kidding you.
Huge video.
My window almost broke off. Like, I'm not even kidding you. Dude.
I have a huge video.
That way, I think that's still transfer, yeah. But like Fairmont's kind of up there. Figure it out. I think they hit a. I bet you they hit it.
Okay, there's a big old helicopter right now.
It's just flying over.
Well, I know, but he looks like he's a bigger one than the other one. Like a rescue, like where he...
That is a rescue
Wow, they're on it, man. Wow. So one was probably to cover the news, and the other one's there to rescue people. Or, well, I don't know why...
call of a possible plane down into a structure in the city of Yorba Linda. We responded here to the 1900 block of Crestknoll with a full structure fire response. Upon the first arriving unit, they found that well-involved residents, a two-story family dwelling with fire showing from all sides. They did notice that there was some debris from a small aircraft. The rest of the aircraft was located to the rear of the residence. We did request a second alarm, and with the great suppression efforts of the OCFA alongside with our partnering agencies from the City of Anaheim, Brea, and the City of Orange, we were able to contain that fire to that one structure, and there was no damage to any other structures on the incident. We did conduct a search and found that there were 2 fatalities. We have also have 2 patients that were transported to the local burn center. We did have 1 minor firefighter injury. He was also transported to a local hospital. We are currently still in the operations mode and search mode. We are waiting for the NTSB and FAA to assist us through our further process. We also are unified with the Orange County Sheriff's Department, and I'll be working side by side with him, and also we do have some surrounding police agencies that will be supporting our efforts. We have approximately 75 personnel on the incident. As you can tell, under these conditions, we are going to be here for an extended period of time. We would like for you just to be sensitive to the fact that we are currently still in the search mode, if you will, but the structure has been compromised considerably that we are going to probably request our technical rescue truck companies to assist us in stabilization so we can conduct a further completed search. That's all I have for now. We're going to continue this operation through the evening and probably well into tomorrow morning. Are there any questions?
Those 2 fatalities, were they on the plane?
What did you see or hear?
So we're inside our house and my wife was getting ready.
Our house started shaking and I was watching YouTube.
Yeah, so here's a helicopter prop. It started to spin like really fast, like the engine was revving. And then you just heard a loud boom and the whole house shook.
Oh yeah, there was a lot of crying, a lot of screaming. When I got over there, there was everybody was screaming. I mean, there was just, but there was also people trying to run back in and to help, but it was just too late. I mean, so people were screaming to tell them to get away, and then it sounded like live ammunition was going off in the garage, so that's when I backed off and everybody else backed off. We started screaming, live ammo, back off, so then I started backing off, and then the tire blew on the SUV that was in the front, so that, kind of... Right, it was really...
Was there an overall sense of helplessness from all the neighbors? I understand you had to pull somebody back in who had burned himself trying to get into the house because nobody knew if anyone was home.
Right. Well, yeah, everybody's kind of, you want to help because everybody wants to get out there and help, but there's really, at that point, there was nothing you could do. It was just nothing. It was completely in flames, and, it was just, you could feel the heat from where we were standing. I was standing across the street behind a truck because when I heard that stuff, it sounded like ammunition. I don't know what it was, but when you heard that, I ran and hid behind that truck, and so did everybody else. Everybody else kind of darted off. But yeah, it was pretty intense.
Today, February 3rd, at approximately 1:45 p.m., multiple people called 911 to report a small Cessna plane had crashed into a single-family residence on Canyon Drive in the city of Yorba Linda. The house was occupied at the time of the crash. In addition to homeowners, additional individuals were at the home. We have now confirmed 5 individuals deceased. 1 is the pilot, a male. 4 were in the residence, 2 males and 2 females. No additional information will be released at this time. Due to the extensive damage to the home from the fire, the Orange County Coroner is just beginning to make entry into the house. The coroner is in the process of positively identifying the deceased and notifying the next of kin. The identification of the victims will not be released at this time. In addition, 2 victims were transported to the hospital with moderate injuries. We do not have an update on their condition at this time. Due to a large field of debris in the neighborhood, we will maintain road closures in this area. Crestknoll Elementary, which is being utilized as the command post for this incident, will be closed tomorrow. Notifications have been sent out by school officials. We'd like to thank the Placentia Yorba Linda Unified School District for their partnership and assistance. We'd like to extend our condolences to those affected by this situation.
Now to a tragic scene in Southern California where a small plane crashed into a home, killing at least 5 people and injuring 2 others. NBC's Morgan Chesky is on the scene in Yorba Linda, just outside of L.A. Morgan, good morning. What have you learned overnight?
Yeah, Hoda, good morning. We're still waiting to figure out why this plane went down, but what we have learned is this debris field is expansive. In fact, just in this home's front yard behind me, you can see pieces of that very plane, including one of its engines. Just part of the evidence investigators are now poring over in a debris field spanning 4 blocks in this neighborhood.
An unfamiliar sound before an unbelievable impact. Something in the sky coming down in pieces.
Got a report of a possible plane crash at the homes over here.
A residential neighborhood in flames.
The whole house shook. When I came outside the door, my neighbor said, watch out, there's still stuff coming from the sky. But I had not put 2 and 2 together that it could have been an airplane.
An airplane crashing through a home, a wing landing on a street, the engine on a front porch.
It scared the heck out of me.
A home security camera capturing the plane's fiery fall in the final seconds before impact. The wild scene on Sunday sent the entire Yorba Linda neighborhood outside.
He's gone, man.
As everyone watched flames tear through the home of one of their own. More than 70 firefighters doing their best to keep flames from spreading to nearby homes. 2 people injured on the ground, taken to a nearby hospital. Crews found the cabin of the small twin-engine plane, a Cessna 414A, nearby.
You have the aircraft in the backyard with 1 DOA.
Confirming the aircraft had just taken off from nearby Fullerton Municipal Airport.
Right now, investigators say it doesn't appear that pilot made any distress call prior to that plane coming down. And as for the 4 people killed inside that home, we have learned 2 of them were homeowners. The other 2 friends invited over.